Welcome back, Mosh Pit Podcast. We have Cliff here from Dry Kill Logic. How you doing today, dude?
What's up, fella?
Dude, I am happy. This is my second interview today for Aftershock.
Nice
and how has your day been going so far?
Pretty wild, bro. It's like the whole day has just been crazy. We got here, traffic was a little bananas, so we had to throw and go on the gear, but got it up, show went off. It was really awesome. First time in California in 20 years, so
yeah.
And then here we are. It's great. It's sick.
Yeah, and after like your last release, Now You Belong with the Dead, came out in May.
Yes.
And this is also your last show before heading back to the studio.
That's it, yeah.
What should your fans be expecting, or do you have any plan for like what the sound you're looking for, or you're just like, are you just waiting until you get to the studio to start like, you know?
I think, you know, we're super excited about it, and, you know, we're definitely going to go in and do a new record. So formally announcing that, so super stoked for that. Puts a nice pin in the last show for the year because now we can go in and start to write. But, you know, stylistically, I think that if you look at the last three songs, you know, Vices, Don't See Ghosts, and Now You Belong with the Dead, it's a continuation of, you know, kind of who we are, but it shows that, you know, there's been some growth. We're not writing the first record over again. We're not really rehashing territories.
Yeah.
And I think that part is interesting because it allows us to deliver the best version of ourselves as people will know it, and then explore a little bit and see what can be, you know?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a bad song. There's only the question of, does it all belong on the same record, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah, we're just stoked to write and just stoked to come out with a new album after all this time.
When you write, is it more of like you guys kind of seclude yourselves in your own little area and then write, or do you guys like try to like be in one group?
You know, it's a combination of both, right? Like we spend a lot of time working individually on, you know, developing riffs and just kind of like, you know, the foundational, you know, strumming and thinking and like, hey, I think I have this idea, you know, just kind of formulating ideas on our own. But then we come together and we start to like see how they work collectively, you know, together. In the past, we've had a very small amount of time to write. So it's like, go in, just bang out 10 songs. Okay, I got riffs. Okay, I'm going to write some lyrics. Okay, I got some lyrics. And then you just record them. And you never really stand back and be like, is this awesome? Like, do we feel really good about this? Am I saying the thing I want to say in the clearest way I could be saying it? Or am I just kind of using my first round iterations because I don't really have a lot of time?
Yeah.
This gives us the ability to kind of parse our thoughts a bit and dive in and really make sure that, like, what we're saying is, like, how we feel versus just, like, a raw emotional response to something and that's captured on tape.
So, like, with that kind of writing process, like, I'm excited about the new album, but like on the stage, like I want to know, because like I'm a podcaster, so I'm not really on stage unless I'm announcing a band,
right.
Which I love it because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel this now. I want to know how it feels to eat on that stage when you feel that crowd.
You know, I think that the crowd responds to you. So there's never I've never found a moment where I could walk out on the stage and be like, yeah, you owe me fucking your, you know, emotion. I think that if you go on stage and you give them yours, they'll always reciprocate in return because an audience appreciates when an artist is giving them their fullest. So, and it's not saying anybody else doesn't, it's just I think for us, we see the best response when we give the best performance. Like when I'm up there and I'm screaming and you can tell that I'm on the verge of passing out, you know that there is nothing left in the cannon to be delivered.
Yeah.
And I think people appreciate that level of delivery.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's the artist's responsibility. You know, is to leave it all up there. So it is nice when you are into it and you are delivering that and you look out and you see people reacting to it. You're like, this is working. It's all happening the way it's supposed to. You know, the universe is aligned.
Yeah, I think the most way I felt like that is one time I was in a green room, we were filming with a band, and there was like a bunch of people in the green. It was a big one. And like, I remember after the episode, everybody was watching and they're just being quiet, and everybody started clapping, and I was like, "This is nice."
Yeah, seriously, exactly. Yeah, that's when they just observe and they see you creating your art, and then people are, inspired by that. I think, when you watch an artist or a creative at their craft, that's a very compelling, visual for folks, and I think it just draws people in. So as long as and again, you're not thinking about anything other than the podcast when you're doing that. You're not thinking about, oh shit, I got a big audience, let me impress them, let me do something that they think. No, I'll just do this thing, and they'll be impressed by this thing, because this is the thing that is impressive, not, me acting like something.
I know.
And, that's important, I think, to keep that perspective. It can get lost.
Yeah, that's why, because I just want to be, it's like, we're just talking shit.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I like it, because I just don't want to be like, just super, just like, almost like robotic with it.
Right. When you hit like radio voice, it's like, so you've got your new record. Tell me a little bit about your inspiration. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yes.
That is a disingenuous question to which I will not give you an honest answer.
That's why when bands come on out, like, I didn't tell you, but I was like, I always tell people, I go, you can say whatever the hell you fucking want.
That's awesome.
I'm fully uncensored, and that's just how I am, because I don't want to be unauthentic, and I don't want to. I've had one way back in the day. I had a promoter at a venue, got drunk, and then started to take my access away from doing a podcast.
Awesome.
I took the band across the street because he told me what to say and what not to say.
Jeez.
Took them across the street, faced the camera towards the venue, and I interviewed them.
Nice. Well
and then I was
done.
like, yeah, I'm sorry, but some venues are just assholes. And then when I look back, I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I just went like that.
Nice.
He ended up apologizing. But my last thing I want to say is what I always say to every band: what is the craziest mosh pit you have seen or been in?
Whew. I think I'm going to date myself here, but it was Roseland in New York City, and it was probably 98 or 99, and it was Tool. And it was just one of the craziest pits. It was all the way from the front, all the way to the back. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Roseland Ballroom in New York City. It's closed, but it's kind of like a rectangular venue, and the pit was just all encompassing on the floor. And I just remember at a very early age being so impressively overwhelmed by just what moshing even was. I mean, God, I was like barely even 20-something, and I just remember being like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I've been hooked. Now, I'm far too old now to go in the pit, but I appreciate them from a distance. Kind of like a bull. I appreciate it from a distance,
I know. I had one show one time where I got like recognized by a good amount of people, and people were yanking me into the pit just because they wanted to mosh pit with me.
Yeah.
Because I do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like I'll like grab somebody and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna grab you under your armpits and I'll swing you around while this guy's gonna jump over your legs.
Yeah, that's why I stay out of pits. That's why I don't go in. I'm not fast enough to get out of anybody's way anymore.
But they had like fun ones where it's like saved. Like I remember one time I was at a pit and like the guy that was playing in the band was like, everybody do push-ups. We all just got on the ground and started doing push-ups.
Yeah, I love it. Again, like the community I think is the most special part,
Yes.
And again, 20 years later to be witnessing it even today, it's pretty crazy. So.
That's why I called this mosh pit, because I was like, there's three sections of a crowd. There's people that relax in the back, people that want to ride the barrier, get up front.
Yep.
And then there's the mosh pit where they let out all their emotions. Everybody is equal. There is nobody different in that pit.
Yep.
Everybody that falls gets picked the fuck back up. Everybody is taken care of, and it is its own family.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's it. That's 100%. You nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, fella. I appreciate you, man.
And Dry Kill Logics, all their stuff will be down in the link below. Go follow, go like, go stream everything. And you want to sign me off, just say, catch you next week, Mosh Pit.
Catch you next week, Mosh Pit.
Later.